Good day, everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to use the entity code first approach to create a database having tables with this one-to-many relationship. So here will be the usual approach when I set up, when I use the entity framework code first approach to set up the database. But then we'll see whether we can simplify it. Okay, yeah. So I will be just defining the book entity and also the genre class in the same time. I'm not very good at speaking and typing and talking and typing at the same time. So I will please give credit to the author. I will use a lot of code from them, to generate the database and the relationship between the tables. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to create a new project. Click next, and then let me call this one. Get my one-to-many demo. Okay, yeah. Okay, one-to-many demo, maybe 01. Yeah. And then click create. Okay. And I will quickly create the book entity. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to add a new class. Okay. And then let me call this entity as book. Okay. And again, I mentioned that I'm not very good at talking and typing. So, okay, let me just copy the code here, override it. Okay, this is the so-called convention approach. Okay, yeah, so I defined book ID as a primary key, book title, price, and then the navigation reference to the generate the compiler complaint, which should be correct because I identified the generate class yet. Okay, so let me do that. Yeah, generate. Okay, and then add, and then again, let me copy the code here. For generate, there is no reference back to the book entity at all. Okay, so this is the so-called one-to-many relationship by convention. Okay, but then in the book entity, there is a reference to the generate class. Okay, yeah. So let me again copy and paste the code. Okay, yeah, that's it. And let me quickly create a controller. Okay, new controller. Okay. And then by using this approach, you will create the database context class for me automatically. You can pick created by the book or generate is really up to you. Okay, yeah. And there is no database context class because there is no file with the name yet. Okay, so let me just pick this default. It will be fine. And then let me just call it generate book context. You can call it whatever name you like. Okay, yeah, and it will be created inside the data folder. Okay, I don't need to create a view to keep it simple. Okay, yeah, the controller you can use whatever name you like. Okay. Yeah. All right. Again, the beauty of using this approach is that I mean, in the app settings, JSON file, you will create a connection string with the required information related to the database for you. And also in the startup file, you will add the data service for you, so you can use it in whatever controller easily. Okay, yeah, I will show you the code in a minute. Yeah. So it is still creating. Okay, let's just wait for a little bit. Yeah. All right, okay, so this is the controller, okay, and then let me show you the setting, automatically code setting in the app setting.json class. So you can see that it automatically add an entry, connection string picked by you there, right? Okay, and then the database name, I will cut it short a little bit, okay? Yeah, I'll cut it short. You can keep it, the original name is fine. I'm going to move this entry to the top, okay? So usually I put a prefix with an A in there. Okay, and then this is the startup folder. You can see that automatically you add this entry for you without you type in the code. That's why I like about this auto-generating thing. And also, in the old days, not the old days, I mean, usually we have to add those packages, 3 new get packages, but then again, using this automatic approach, those packages actually been added, okay? Yeah, so let me show to you. There you go, okay, so they are been automatically added for us without us manually imported, okay? So this is really neat, okay? So let's see that how to get the database are generated, okay? Yeah. So let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me see what is the name I pick over here. Okay. Genre DB context. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is fine. Let me call A00 because I have something there. Okay. It might look a little bit confusing. Okay. So let me call it A00. Let me save it. Okay. Yeah. And then let me compile it. Okay. Yeah. Compile it. So far, so good. And then let me look into the database context file. There you go. Okay, so you create one entry there. Okay, but then if you want to, it's really up to you. Okay, if you want to, you can also add the book entry there. Okay, yeah. So let me add the book entry there. Okay, yeah. So and also you can shorten the name. Okay, yeah. This is kind of very long. Okay, yeah. So this, let me change this one to shorter one. Okay, this will be the book entity. And this will be the book. You get it's again because we auto use the auto-generated code. Yeah, so it use singular. Okay, but then if you use Pro, then be aware that in your generate controller, then you have to change any references to the generate table with Pro. Okay, yeah. So that's why I keep it singular. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, then now we can run this add migration. You can see, I mean, it skip many steps. Okay, yeah. So let me do this. Okay, add migration. Okay, yeah. You can go to tools. Okay, and pick new get package manager. Then pick the PMC. Okay, yeah. And then I can try this. Add migration. Okay, yeah, migration. Okay, yeah. And then let me call it add generate. Okay. And book, okay, one too many, okay, table, yeah. And press enter key and then just wait, okay. There you go, okay, and then to create the database, just type in update, okay, database, okay. Again, let me show you the database name, okay, A00 something. So let me press the enter key. And then done. And then let me refresh the database, okay. Yeah, A00 something is there, and then you can expand it, and then you can see that the table has been created for the book and also for the genre. Yeah, genre has the primary key, genre ID, property, name, and then for the book, it has the book ID as a primary key, but then the genre is the foreign key. So even though in the book you use the genre as entity, but then when the database is created, it will create an entry for genre ID as a foreign key. Okay, it will not create an entry for this genre. Okay, so please be aware of it. All right, I think that that will be all. Okay, let me stop the video. Okay, yeah.